could it? Breezy, sunny this weekend. What do we have for the start of the work week? Stormy's here in just a couple of minutes here on 2 News at 10. Welcome back, everybody. So glad you're with us tonight. T.C. Christensen is a filmmaker who is behind movies like 17 Miracles and the Cokeville Miracle.
His latest movie, Love, Kennedy, is coming out next month. Shauna Lake got him in front of the camera to talk with him person to person.
T.C. never felt the need to work in Hollywood, although he's been heavily involved in the film industry. He believes your last film needs to be your best, and he's hoping audiences will love his latest story. And you have a big movie coming out right now.
It's called Love, Kennedy. It's a lovely story. You know, it's the story of a young girl who contracts a very rare disease that's incurable. And at the end of the film, I think people will feel like, wow, they've been on a journey and learned something and hopefully been touched. I'm very excited about this one. I think it's as good or better than any of the other ones that we've done, and we'll see if the public thinks so.
You've been doing this a while. Do you feel like you are still on that growth curve where each film is better and you're learning things through each experience?
I feel like even though I'm, you know, decrepit and old, that I've still got a lot of movies in me that I can make. I think that there's a lot of great stories out there.
And when did you decide that you wanted to do family-friendly films versus, you know, more mainstream or more secular films?
Film is a very powerful medium. And I have always felt like if I'm going to do this, I need to be on the good side of it and try to make films that make people better as they've seen it and as they reflect on it and learn from whatever was in it. I don't want to be on the opposite side.
And when did you know that you wanted to do this?
I had two cousins who were kind of photographic specialists. They had a shop in downtown Salt Lake called Eckers. They kind of fascinated me, and I'd talk to them and see what they did and so forth. And so anyways, in the 8th grade, I said, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after that. My folks thought, we've got some kind of a nut. You know, back then in the 60s, there was no freelance business here in Utah. So it was really kind of a weird thing to come up with.
I would assume that every movie feels kind of like a child in a way. Was there one that was really special to you for a particular reason?
The first feature that in this genre that I've taken off trying to do was 17 Miracles. And that was special to me, I have to say, because it was so well supported. You know, we made that film, risk all this money and time and effort and put it. I didn't know if anybody would go to it. I really didn't. And the first day it opened, I went out to check some theaters. I started bawling when I was looking in the theater and seeing how many people were in there.
Is there a story that sticks out in your mind of a person who went and saw your film that expressed, you know, somehow that they were changed by seeing your work?
The day that I went out with 17 Miracles, we have a payoff at the end of the film. We have a little character named Albert who is handicapped and he dies. But at the very end of the film, we show him that as if he's a now whole, restored being, and he has a full body. And when that shot came up on the screen, I turned around and could see the people right behind me. There was a lady that didn't just cry, she sobbed. And that made me do the same thing because it worked, it connected on some level. What we did was connecting with people. That was a great moment.
T.C. talked shop with Shauna about movies, his career, and family. For that, go to KUTV.com and click on Features and Person to Person.
Person to Person is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealers every Sunday night.